Hey, I'm Ricky from Neon Block. Last episode, I've showed you how you can make your own inventory script on Roblox Studio. So this time we are going to add some additional things like the animation, the button animation, or the interface animation. So how we are going to do this is we start from the open button, which is right here. So we kind of need to separate our scripts because I don't want to confuse you or anything like that. We have to, like, we won't touch any old scripts, so you won't get confused. So first of all, we are going to add a new script on the enable button. Alright, so we are going to use local script or normal script, let me think. Yeah, we probably need to use the local script. So it's the same thing. We use script parent input begin, this function, to detect every actions on the button. We call this animation input, and we also have to get a key. So if key user input type is the I think we should do the hover first, but since we already started to make the click function, we can just continue and just leave it here. Input type is yeah, user input type mouse button 1, then print click. What this do is to detect the click here to detect am I clicking the thing. So let's leave it here. We can use it later, but not now. We have to do the hover, which is so we gotta use 3 functions to make the hover. So the first of all is of course the script parent mouse enter function. So the first one should be mouse enter, and the second one should be mouse leave. That's obvious. Print left. And the third one is to use the mouse move function. I'll explain why, because we going to make the hover more accurate, so it won't like broke sometimes. When you hover too fast, it will like broke. So mouse move. So now when we hover on this, it will you will see the mouse entered and mouse moving, and when we leave the mouse, it print left. Basically, this is the hover script. Yep. And now what we are going to add is the animation, which is the tween surface. Now, actually, tween surface, we just have to use script. We want to make the button shrink. Am I pronouncing it right? Basically, we want to make this button smaller after it hover. So script parent, which is the enable button. Script parent tween. No, tween size. So now there's some condition up here. Basically, the instructions you can follow. The size. I prefer doing this because it's more clean. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right. Yep, I am doing it right. I think. So we can scale it to the size we need, which is maybe smaller, like here. Yep, this should be enough. Yep, we now have the size, have the easting direction, and then we can do easting style. Personally, I prefer this because it looks better. And the time, I think this is enough, and false. We don't want to loop the animation, and I think that's it. We can now test it out. When we enter the mouse to here, it should be doing the animation, as you see. If you can see that, we can make it smaller to better show you the animation. Here, see, that's it. And now we want the button to back to normal when we hover out the mouse, so we can just copy and paste this one, but we can change the size to back to normal. So now if we hover here and here, as you see, it's not pretty accurate, since if I hover too fast it will broke, so that's why we have mouse moved. So now if we slowly hover the button, you will see it's working pretty well. But that's cringe if this broke, like constantly broke. So we can add a new value here called hover. If we enter, then it's true, the hover is true. If the mouse leave, the hover will turn to false. And here, mouse move, if hover is false, then we copy this. What this do is when the hover is false, basically this one, this here. When we leave, the mouse is left, and then the size will return to the normal size. We can use the print to print a value out, so we can know is it actually working. If the mouse leaves the button, it will print false, and if the mouse enter the button, it will print true. So yep, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. I think I did something wrong. Am I? Oh. If hovers false, then let me see. Yep, it's true, but it's not really working. We have to find the issue. I think we have to add a time here. Wait a second so we can wait the value to turn into anything. Let's here print mouse left so we can know is the whole thing is working smoothly. Yep, now it's working. So here you see no matter how fast you're hovering, it won't broke it won't broke constantly. It will still work even if you try something else. And yep, it worked. Now we are going to make a circle, like fade out So we now going to make a circle. If we hover down here, the circle will pop up and fade out to invisible, and we will just make that. So we have to use the clone function, but basically we can just remove every print, so because it's not necessary anymore, it's just testing. Now we can remove all the prints. Now we use the clone function to clone the circle in circle frame here. Local circle clone is script parent circle. The circle here. Script parent circle clone. The parent should be script parent, which is the button. And now it should clone the circle. Yeah, we don't test it first because it's easy to confuse something. So we now can add the animation, the circle clone animation, circle clone tween size. And we can copy these conditions right here to here, but change something like the size. You copy the circle size and then just paste it here and then make it bigger. And now let's test it. Yep, it's not, it's too small. Let us make it bigger again. So now if we hover here, it will pretty smooth the animation, but we have to change the wait time here to 25 plus 25 is 5. Yep, we have to change the mouse move waiting time here. Wait. Yep, it's working. It's pretty weird, but at least it's working, right? We have to wait 25 seconds, 25 minutes seconds, I assume. Nope. We actually, yeah. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. And we can make it transparent, and we can make it invisible, the circle clone. So we can do circle clone actually while circle clone the circle UI stroke transparency is smaller than 1. Do and just copy this thing plus circle clone. Oh yeah, it's equal. Here is equal and here is plus 0.1. And here waits 0.1 second. Now it should go transparency equal 1 after. Yep. We can else we can do this else if circle clone stroke transparency bigger or equal to 1, then circle clone destroy. We do that and we can speed the process up. So now we have a pretty... Oh yeah, actually I made it too slow. I... Here, my stroke is not... So we have to break... We have to break the loop. Here, yep, it's pretty cool. Alright, let me test something. Can I run these two at the same time? So we can do here. And script parent mouse. I copied it, by the way. Do not delete them entirely. If you did, just Control Z and yeah, Control and Control Z. Testing, can I run these two things at the same time? Yep, I can. But, well, I don't think it's a good idea, but yeah, it's already pretty well, so I won't judge. Yep. Wait, something isn't pretty right. Hmm. I assume I think I'll just change the time to earlier. So I will run smoothly. Here we go. Yep. If we too fast, then it won't play this, and then yep, it worked. And now we can start to make the click animation. It's pretty much the same, but we use, you remember, we first script the input begin. This is the click. Let me name it to click animation. And here's the hover animation. Here, so this is on click. We can copy this. Actually, when we hover this size will be smaller, right? We want when we click on this, the size back to bigger and then shrink to smaller. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's fine, I will just show you. So now we copy that, and if we click on this, it will became bigger, as you see. So after 25 milliseconds, it will become smaller again. That's easy, just copy and paste the script upside here. It's simple. Here. Now you see. The only tricky, like, the only thing hard to do, not even hard, the only thing is important is to know how to use tween size actually. And that's all. You use tween size for all the animation or like the tween position for all the animations. But if you still want to see how I'm constructing all the animation here, you can just keep watching. Here's a click animation. I will show you again how this works. So now if we keep clicking, you will see. Yep, you will see that. And then we can just add the circle clone again to here. And then just copy the animation upside here. And basically paste it here. And now if we click on this, it will clone the circle. We want it to be slightly bigger. And then we can just copy this transparency script down here. And I think it will work. It will work. Well, I think we have to move it down here so we can run smoothly. Now you see it's working. It's working pretty well. Well, I assume. But why the circle there is a bit weird? Let me check. Yo, why? Yep, I think it's the hover issue that I forgot to break. I mean, that I forgot to destroy this thing. No, I didn't. It will destroy, but why is that? Oh, got it. I know the animation. I know what's wrong. So we have to move this inside the mouse button 1 key detection. What that called? Whatever. Now it will work. It's working. It's working. We can let. Although I said we won't touch the old script, but I just have to adjust that something. We want this to be faster. We want the interface to pop up faster, so we can just do that. We just adjust that. Just a simple like correction or change. Now it should be pretty well, as you see. Yep, here we go. And after that, we can make animation on these buttons to make it looks better. Yeah, we move this inside the if then condition. Here, that's correct. And we can actually delete 2 of the buttons, so we can later clone them. It doesn't really matter. And now we can add a animation input right here. Basically, it's same thing. If you can tell. Like the hover, just do the same thing. Script parent, mouse enter. Just copy this, mouse enter, mouse leave, mouse move. You got it. The tween size, we can decide the size of the button. Nope. We want it to be like this. We can copy this. Mouse enter. I put the position here so I can copy it later. the tween size, I'm too lazy to type it again, so I can just copy and paste from the last script. Right here, I can just copy the size down here, and yeah. Now if we hover here, you see it's too long. I assume it's too long. Yep, just enough. And mouse leave, we can just make it back to normal, like here. Like this. And then here, mouse move, we make the hover value, like the hover false, hover to turn to true, and then hover turn to false. And then here, wait 15 milliseconds. If hover is false, then back to normal size. And here we go. And there we go. It's pretty neat. I can tell it's pretty good. We can now just copy the button here. I hope this will work. Yep, it's working perfectly. It's cool. Of course, you can make the animation size whatever you want, the hover size. Yep. You can make color actually if you want. Like here, mouse enter, you turn the color. Let's go parent. I assume like the stroke color, UI stroke color. I assume it's color 3. Yep, that's a random color. That's a random color. When you hover on it, it should be changing. Yep. And when your mouse leave, you can just turn it back to the original color. You can do a lot of things with the functions. Whoa. Why? It's okay. To fix this, we can just copy the HTML code right here and paste it here to get the color 3. And we can clone a lot of buttons. And there we go. Yep. Actually, I might do something wrong. Yeah, I should put it right here instead. The hover is false condition. Yep, now it's... Yeah, I forgot I have to remove them and clone the... and update the buttons. Yep, there we go. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. It is pretty cool. Maybe there's a way to make it like more accurate, but yeah, it's the basic thing right here now. I'm going to make one last thing. Yep, I'm going to make the one last thing. I wonder, can I do this actually to make it more accurate? Yep, I think I fixed that actually. Just put 25 milliseconds here in the button script so it can be more accurate and won't broke constantly. Here, the button script and this line, 25 milliseconds. Now the one last thing I want to do is the top bar here. The top bar, yeah, here. This line I want to make it, you get what I mean? I want to make it like from nothing to here. Yep. Yeah, we just make it anyway. So we can go to enable button and animation input. Let's do the reset. Let's reset this size to 0, like this. So here is the enable button, animation input. So script parent, which is the enable button's parent inventory container, and here hide size, new 0, 0 and 0. Now you can see when we open this will become nothing, and then we can start to make the animation. Mouse and here's the animation. So copy this thing and you know what, I'm too lazy to type, just copy this. Top hide here. Copy this and paste it into here. So we can change the size with the tween stuff. And we can now copy the size of this frame and then paste it here again. We can slightly like change the time so it would be better. Here. What? Click animation. Alright, click. How about we wait 1 second? Yep, you see, it's pretty cool. But it's too late actually, not gonna lie. And we can set it to 30 seconds. 30 seconds, so it can show better. Yeah, actually, I just remove this and make it 5 seconds. 30 seconds or a second, yeah, whatever. Here. Yep, I think. Not gonna lie, I'll just do it here. Oh, I don't know where this works actually. Nope. I will do this instead. And yeah. I think this is enough. Oh wait, yeah. Why would I set this to 0? It's hilarious. We change this 0 to copy this and just remove the 1. And it should be working pretty well. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, actually we have to reset the thing. We have to like reset the thing, reset the line after it's closed, so we can hear the close button, and if you click it, file server, and wait 30 seconds. Yeah, I said we won't touch the old script, but yeah, but we'll still do some interaction. Do not mind if you want to know what these do. You can just watch the previous video. That's simple. With 3 seconds, and we can just remove the size. We can just reset the size. Script parent, click close, and parent top or hide size back to here, back to this size. And there we go. Yep. We can make it 1 second, to be honest. Yep, here we go. And you see, it's pretty cool. Yep. It is pretty cool. So that's basically the whole chapter. That's basically the inventory. This series will be ended here. You have 2 episodes only because it's pretty simple and basic. Next time I might teach you I might make Lula U tutorial on how you can start scripting anything yourself. Yep, that's all for today. Also, after this tutorial, I might be just launch the game jam so you can compete with other people. You can submit. You can start participating in the game jam. So yeah, you can win up to 1,500 Robux. Yeah, stay tuned.